We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Easy.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go with Chubb on second down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
180! King! Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Yeah, let's go 7.
Hey! Mike 7. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go.
On third down, Mayfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue.
And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A very solid gain of 27. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
180! Push him back. Push him. King.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now Mayfield. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The point after is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going. Through progressions, he wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Show that bench release and go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, Sue.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And he'll score! Touchdown, Browns! Baker Mayfield, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Chubb running right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Mayfield now. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go! The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, Echo. Hurry. 98 to Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And it's caught by Parker. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. A quick hitter complete. It's Parker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Mayfield with it once more. His pass caught at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got it.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On second down, Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Mike. Come on, no. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? He don't want it. Shoot. Stick like it.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
51, Mike.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Oh, a heck of a move. And he powers his way up past the 30. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39.